is up, y'all? I'm driving to another job right now. We got a little maintenance to go and do. But I realized today is October 27th when I'm filming this video. I started working for this company, really my first HVAC job, exactly a year ago. And I just got the idea, you know what, why don't we do a video about what I've learned in my first year of working HVAC. And so that's what this video is going to be today. It's going to be some tech tips, some things that I learned, some things that I liked, some things that I didn't like, but really just my experience. So if y'all are keen to watch that, stay tuned. Alright, so for those of y'all that don't know, this is my first actual job working in HVAC. The reason why I got into this, and I always tell a lot of homeowners when they ask how I got an HVAC, bumps, is that I met a pretty girl and I decided to get married, and your boy needed to make some money because, you know, weddings are not cheap. So that's really how I got into it. My uncle and my godfather, who is an HVAC tech in Los Angeles, got me into HVAC a few years ago, and I've just been going to work with him every so often. Out in LA, I'm in Idaho, for those of y'all that don't know. And so yeah, I just jumped into it, y'all. I was like, look, I got a little bit of experience filling out the application. I was like, I don't know very much about anything, because they ask you like, what's your level? And I was like, don't know much, know a little bit, don't know much. And so I'm super grateful for this company for giving me an opportunity to learn and really investing in me, because I've loved it, y'all. I've been here for a year and I plan on being here for a lot longer, because I love learning about HVAC. So before that, I was a business student at Boise State, and I still am planning on going back to finish up my my bachelor's and then continue moving forward. However, HVAC has just been something that has really allowed me to work with my hands and really get into, I'd honestly even say, adulthood. Like, believe it or not, like, I'm 22. This is my first HVAC job, my first actual job, and it's been super good to just step into marriage, step into adult life with a solid job and something new. So that's probably tip number one, is if you're looking into joining the trade, or any trade for that matter, and you're a young kid, just got out of high school, or you're like me, studying business at a university, and you just want to make some money, you want to learn something new, you want to be useful to society, you know, you have something to offer, do it. Full send, like, literally, what's stopping you from full sending? I always used to say, you know, full send or no send, because you're never gonna know, right? I did a bit of construction before this. We have like a fence company, and so it was like, that's what I did. I know how to work with my hands, but HVAC was just something like, okay, that's a little something more, you know, something I can learn about. So that's tip number one. If you want to get into it and you're scared what people are gonna say, you're scared that is maybe you're gonna get dirty, full send, give it a shot. You never know. It's really awesome and makes me feel good when these older people out here in Idaho are like, dang, how did you get into this? You're such a young guy. And it's like, yeah, well, we need more people to be doing these kind of trades, y'all. So that's tip number one, is don't be afraid, just hop in. Tip number two is going to be okay with not knowing. Definitely was frustrating at the beginning, middle, and even nowadays. It can be very frustrating to not know something. Oh, they closed the street. Well, that sucks. Pop a Yui real quick. Yeah, like, this was my first, like I said, my first actual job, like a full-time job that tested me. That was like, there were some days where I was like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. You gotta be humble. You gotta be humble, or you're gonna get humbled really, really quick, because you're not gonna know everything. There were times where I, like I said, you know, had that mentality of being a business student, of like, oh yeah, like, I know how to run a business, I can do this and that. And then I don't know how the heck to run wire under a house. I remember one experience with my trainer. super great guy, and he's super patient. He still is. I still give him a call pretty consistently with like, hey man, I don't know what the heck is going on here. But the first time I actually got freaked out and panicked under a house, I got lost in a crawl space of this like gigantic house, running some thermostat wire, and I was like, what am I doing with my life? Like, is this really what I want? But your boy's still here. So number 2, in my experience has been be humble, or you're gonna get humbled, and that's not a bad thing. Everybody has to go through and learn. All these senior techs and really awesome technicians that are in your company or that you work with started out somewhere, so be humble, be patient with yourself, and actually put in the time and effort to learn. It's very, very important to not just learn at work. And that's something that I learned fairly recently, as I've been coming home and finding a bunch more content creators in HVAC and just other people who are so willing to share their experiences and share their knowledge online, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. It's really, really a good avenue to learn. And so, there's tons of people online that are willing to do so. You have all those podcasts. Podcasts are great. I mainly do maintenance right now because I'm not, as advanced as I would like to be. But maintenances are good. It's a good opportunity to do what do what you're learning and learn about what you're doing. Throw in your AirPods and listen to a podcast about HVAC. It's really, really beneficial. So that's kind of tip number 2, and tip number 3 is be patient, be humble, and number 3 is invest the time outside of work. But yeah, y'all, that's kind of the 3 tips I have for beginning first year HVAC tech. It's fun. It's a lot of fun when you get past the fact that you don't know squat. It's a lot of fun, from the experiences of burning your fingers with the refrigerant and putting your hoses on and this or that. It's learning. It's a learning opportunity, and I really have enjoyed it. Luckily, I got such a great company to invest in me and hire me and believe in me, be willing to help. There's no major complaints. Yes, some nights are long. Yes, you wanted, I've had those where it's like, okay, I'm going to show up and do a simple diagnostic, and I turn out being there for 3 or 4 hours. But it's worth it, Like, besides the money, besides all the tools, because trust me, you're going to spend a lot of money on tools. It's totally worth it when you get that little old lady who had no cooling at 1 a.m. and you're on call and you're just ready to go home, and you happen to, figure it out and fix it for her, and then she just says thank you. My trainer told me something. He said, act like every house is either your mom or your grandma's house. And as a first year tech, that has been super, super influential in my everyday work, because I don't want my mama to go without cooling or heating, especially when it's super cold. I mean, it gets really cold out here in Idaho. I don't know where you guys are at, but it's similar. And so treat every house like it's your grandmama's house, and you're gonna be okay. Be patient. It's a good trade, y'all. So if y'all found any value in this video and y'all want to see more, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below what you guys want to see more of. I'm learning with y'all, and I've gotten in contact with a few of these content creators as well. I'm like, hey, I'm a first year tech. Check out my Instagram. It says first year tech. Like, I don't know a lot, but I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn with y'all, from y'all. So let me know if y'all want to see more content. We can definitely make some more videos, and let the world know about HVAC, because it's a great place to be. All right, y'all. Well, I hope y'all have a blessed day. Stay cool. Nos vemos.